It's that time, America. What goes up must wipe out.
Tonight, on a very special edition of Wipeout, 12 ordinary couples will go head-to-head with the most extraordinary obstacle course ever assembled.
Oh, we got it, baby.
We'll see magnificent falls, sensational tumbles, and astonishing spills.
Only the swiftest and fastest two couples will move on and compete in our final obstacle course, the Wipeout Zone.
The epic competition begins now. One will become a champion, but all will wipe out.
I love you.
I love you. Hurry up.
Hello, America, and welcome to a special couples edition of Wipeout. I'm John Anderson. Beside me, as always, Mr. John Henson.
And if these couples want to win $50,000, they're going to have to work together as a team. You know what I'm saying? Simpatico, like you and I.
Actually, I believe it's you and me.
That's what I'm talking about. See, I have a thought. You make sense of it.
Well, as much sense of it as I can.
You were going to say as much sense of it as I can. Man, we are a perfect team, John. I complete you.
You do, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Today, 12 couples will try and conquer the biggest obstacle course ever assembled.
Without driving each other crazy.
Leading off the qualifier this week is the blob launch.
Houston, these couples will have problems.
Then on to the sucker punch.
A little punch drunk love for you.
They'll try to cross the big balls.
All's fair in loving big balls, Johnny.
Then on to the shake-a-later.
Shake your love, I just can't shake your love.
And then it's off to the finish line through the shapeshifter.
Wipeouts are a many-splendored thing. And of the 12 couples, only the top 6 times will move past the qualifier and on to the second round.
Let us meet our first contestants, married couple Holly Chamberlain and Michael Fell. They met in Taekwondo class.
He can do, she can do, why not me?
The third member of our Wipeout team, Jill Wagner, found out how this dynamic duo plans to conquer the course.
You know, positive attitude, he can do, she can do, why not me spirit. Can-do team, that's what we are today. We may wipe out, but you watch how fast we get back up and keep going.
Oh, they are gonna destroy all the concrete blocks we have on our course.
Yeah, we don't have concrete blocks.
Oh, well then they may have some problems.
First up for Holly and Michael, our brand new blob launch. Once Holly gets in position,
Go, 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 yeah!
Michael's gonna leap from 2 stories up, aim to hit the sweet spot, and launch Holly as close to the next obstacle as possible. Holly's in place.
Oh, and the love is in the air. Michael launches her like a cannonball.
Now it's Michael's turn, and we'll be launching him with this 250-pound weight.
Even better. I can't wait to see what happens.
We're gonna have to wait until Holly swims to the other side of the pool, then it's Michael's turn.
Oh, I've got a really good feeling about this. Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, this is a must-see again.
Michael showing us his Jackie Chan-do spirit. Johnny, that was really high.
Ready?
Ready.
Sucker punch should be a piece of cake for this couple, John. It'd take 1,000 samurai warriors to defeat him. Or one slippery ledge.
Well, Holly can't advance until Michael shows the sucker punch what he can do.
Oh!
Well, he can take a punch.
Oh, I thought I had it.
He got hit so hard, I think he just earned his brown belt.
This Taekwondo couple now ready to battle the big balls. And on this obstacle, they have to go one at a time, John.
Go, big balls!
Is he rooting for the big balls?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
Go, big balls! I can see you, you're looking good!
Careful, Michael. Our balls are going to get an overinflated sense of themselves.
She can do, she can do, why not me?
Holly's made it to the stairs, making it all clear for Michael to tackle the big balls. Why not you?
Michael showing us his bouncing tiger, screaming dragon.
Now that they've both made it over to the top of the platform, it's time for this couple to enter the dragon known as the shake-a-later. 17 years of martial arts training should give Holly the balance she needs.
Or not. But those 17 years of buns of steel finally paying off. Holly scoots to the edge and doesn't even try.
Okay, she can't do. Let's see if he can do.
Here we go!
Well, with Holly safely on the other side, now it's Michael's turn.
Seasoned warrior with a powerful war cry. Or maybe that was just a cry, hard to tell.
He can't do.
That's true, Jill, but at least he made a big...
He and Holly head to our last obstacle, the shapeshifter. Remember, one at a time on this obstacle as well.
Come on, let's go! Watch that square!
Oh, splash! He hit that square Van Dam hard. Ouch.
Holly has to wait until Michael reaches the finishing platform, though, before she can go.
He does realize he's part of a team, right?
We can do it!
I don't know if he's aware that his wife is still up on that platform jogging in place.
You can go, Holly. Go.
Holly finally goes, reluctantly.
Oh, sweep the face. I'm starting to think this he can do, she can do stuff is a whole bunch of Hong Kong food.
Well, 5:41 seems like a pretty good time. Now, Jill's with our next couple, and they're newlyweds, Johnny.
All right, guys, I'm down here with Robert and Ashley Diotero. So how long have you been married?
Too long.
Oh, looks like the honeymoon's over.
Do you have a strategy for today?
I'm gonna bully everybody
You're gonna bully everybody, including him?
if he's not going fast enough.
I think I'm gonna end up dragging her along.
The $120 here is gonna drag me along. You know what I mean? No.
135 now.
Ah, sweet love.
$120, 135. That's not a lot of LBs landing on the blob.
Ash, you ready?
I got a little bit of a wedgie, but yes.
Yeah, she's a charmer.
Whoa!
Get a moon, Ashley.
Ooh, quite a fall.
Sure was, Jill, but now Robert's ready for liftoff.
Oh, nice. He looks like the gingerbread man. Look, flip, flip as fast as you can. You can't catch him. He's the gingerbread man. Hey, if he's the gingerbread man, that must make his wife the big bad wolf.
Wrong nursery rhyme, but that's the right idea, Johnny. These lovebirds can now battle it out on the sucker punch.
Go for it. Doesn't hurt when you fall.
Yeah, when the thing hits you.
Talking strategy.
Come on, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Not sure that's strategy. Sounds like they're bickering.
Yeah, well, it's hard for them to argue with all that paint in their face. And those fins.
Ashley bails and tries to drag her husband down with her.
Oh! And the sucker punch takes her side.
Sorry.
Go, 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 go.
Now these Bickersons are arguing about who's going to go first. Ashley takes the lead. She jumps forward trying to break the big balls.
Oh, from the looks of it, Mr. Bickerson's gonna be replaying that in his head when he goes to sleep every night. Sweet dreams, Mr. Bickerson, sweet dreams.
Now it's his turn, helped by those long legs, hardened by long suffering.
Oh, but the sound of his wife's voice just scared him right off that ball. You know, if I were him, I'd just swim away to freedom. Whoa! Is that a big ball wearing a life vest?
Take me.
No, that's Andy and Miranda Signor. It says here they've been married 3 long years.
Oh, but Miranda quick off the balls, which makes Andy very sad because now he knows it's gonna be his turn.
You know, they were actually dating for 5 years before they got hitched.
Yeah, they take everything slowly.
Here he goes. Oh, shocking, he wiped out.
That was worth waiting for. Was that in slow-mo?
Hard to tell with these two.
Hurry up, baby.
I love you.
I love you. Hurry up.
This is a couple that really stops to smell the roses. And the petunias, and the daisies, the daffodils. Right, Jill? Jill?
Finally, they make it up to the shake-a-later.
Guys, Andy's looking pretty wiped out.
He sure is, Jill.
So is Miranda now.
Andy reminding Miranda what a lucky lady she is.
Her friends must be so jealous. I can't think of a better time to congratulate these two on their 10th wedding anniversary.
No, remember I told you they've been married 3 years.
Yeah, that was back at the beginning of their run.
Good job, baby.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Oh! Yeah, unless that race is being timed.
Back at the top of the course, we have Sarah Fernandez and Daniel T. Cruz, who've been dating for 4 years. What is going on up there, Jill? Help us out. Are they fighting? No fighting.
This is odd.
No, Jill, wrestling your loved ones is a vital part of every healthy relationship.
No, it's not.
Really? Then I gotta tell my uncle to dial it back a little.
Daniel, the wrestler, about to grapple with our blob as his girlfriend looks on.
Whoa! Blobomania running wild on you, brother. But I'm not a fighter, I'm a lover. And what the world needs now is blob, sweet blob. Oh, blob makes the world and contestants go round. Where was the splash, John?
I don't know. Where'd she go?
Uh-oh. Are we gonna get in trouble for that?
Take this
Okay.
and just go check the trees.
Good thing I brought some treats. This is why I always carry a pocket full of bacon. Well, there are a few reasons, but this is definitely gonna come in handy.
Welcome back to a very special couples edition of Wipeout. Any luck finding the missing contestant?
No, but I found my missing Frisbee.
Oh, well, great. Let's just hope that nobody notices, huh? let's move on, shall we? Jill, who's our next couple?
All right, guys, I've got Andrew, Avery, and Amy White down here with me. So what kind of special skills do you guys have?
I do neck farts.
Whoa, all right. Can I see that? I can see why you love her.
Yeah,
She had me at neck bar.
it's hot.
That is very attractive. Now, Andrew, can you beat that?
Wipeout.
All right, can we do that and add the neck part?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So musical, Johnny. If we had a talent part of the competition, I'd say we already have our Wipeout winner.
Let's see how they do in the competition part of the competition.
All right. Oh, pitch perfect. Their screams are music to the blob's ears, if the blob had ears.
Andrew's in position now, ready to launch. Whee! Blob hits the high note.
Yeah, the blob really laying down the beat on our beatboxer. I think these two might just complete the course in perfect harmony.
Any chance neck fart skills translate into big ball skills? Oh!
Neck farts with a wet one.
Not even close.
Good call, Jill. Amy's at the ladder. Time to see if musical Andrew is in sync with the big balls.
Oh, big balls bringing it to a crescendo. It's an up-tempo approach to a beat that you can really wipe out to.
Perhaps Amy and Andrew can sing and dance their way across the shake-a-lator.
Looks like she ran out of gas.
There you go. Grab onto the corner.
Amy getting back on her feet.
Looks like musical Amy is going to give us her big finale, John. Ooh, curtains for Amy, but check it out. Her neck may fart, but her face squeaks.
Now it's Andrew's turn on the shake-a-lator. Well, that ball taught Andrew a new beat. Boom, boom, pow.
Yeah, that'll give him a black-eyed pig. Oh, hey, that gives me a great idea. Check out my new Wipeout remix.
Wipeout. Proud of yourself, Johnny.
Just keeping it real, son. Now do your thing, you know what I'm saying? Who's next?
Well, back at the top of our course, waiting to be launched by our blob is Robert House.
Come on, Robert.
And cheering him on is Tracy Martin. Awesome!
Oh, the blob is love at first sight and second sight for me.
You could say the same thing for these two divorcees.
Divorced? Wait, what? This is the couples episode.
Well, they're back together, sort of. Jill?
You're not married anymore, but you guys were married.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to get married again? Are you guys confused?
This is my best friend. We've been together for a long time, and I think that we belong together, so.
And what do you think?
Yeah, I think the same.
Whatever she said. That's a safe answer.
So they're divorced, but together, but not married. Sounds a little wishy-washy to me, John.
Well, all they're hoping for now is a reunion on the other side of the big ball.
Oh, you can see the look of love on Robert's face, and quite frankly, who can blame him? His ex makes a W. She can't decide what she is. Like I said, John, wishy-washy.
Come on, Trace.
Sweet encouragement. Wipeout really does seem to bring couples closer together.
Guys, Tony, come on.
Well, some couples. I mean, sure, you can have your highs and your lows,
Come on, we got it, baby.
but you gotta stay positive because the road can get a little bumpy. Oh,
Really bumpy.
and a little shaky. Oh. But if you give it all you got, okay, give it a little more, you can come through the tough times together.
I gotta tell you, John, all this lovey-dovey stuff is really making me want to see somebody wipe out. Who's next?
Dominate! Yeah! Dominate! Dominate!
This is our last couple, Robin Burton and Steve Netter.
Let me guess, Jill spoke to them earlier?
How long you guys been together? 8.5 years!
Cookie, no ring.
Robin flashing wedding gang signs.
Yeah, that hint was about as subtle as the blob. Now Robin's all set to take the plunge.
Yeah, but not Steve.
Hey!
Holy matrimony! Robin's doing cartwheels like Steve just popped the question.
Our giant weight ready to engage. Steve understandably uncomfortable.
Robin getting a kick out of seeing her husband, boyfriend go flying. Making good time over to the sucker punch. Steve and Robin Netter.
You mean Robin Burton?
Robin and I, we live on hope, John.
Looking good out there.
They're a cute couple. Oh, they were.
Right to the face.
She may not agree, but It's probably best Robin wasn't wearing white today.
Well, Robin and Steve are both committing to a super solid run on our course.
Come on, man, you got it.
Steve, hesitant as always as he gets onto that third ball. You know, that fourth ball, always a bridesmaid, never a bride, Johnny.
Now it's Robin's turn on the big ball. Oh, a bit of a stumble that stays up on the third ball. The fourth. Johnny, she's made it. Nice.
She's the only one to get past those big balls all day, John. This girl's a keeper.
The hopeful bride now sliding down the aisle, still on, making a solemn vow not to fall off.
She is not shaken by the shakelator. She is solid as the rock she wants on her finger. Here she goes.
Oh! Done it again.
He should marry that one.
If he doesn't, I will. I'm not even sure his performance is worthy of it.
Come on, man, you got this. Hang on.
Oh, he's hanging on, hanging back a little bit, perhaps afraid to commit.
Oh, snubbed. Throwing caution to the wind. Steve said I do, but the platform said I don't.
Robin a chance to complete the trifecta now by conquering the shapeshifter too.
Ooh, Robin diving through that circle like someone just threw a bouquet.
Come on, babe. Just go for it, babe. Just go.
Oh, he kissed that square. I now pronounce you man and shapeshifter.
These I don'ts will do as they move on to the next round with a time of 5:23.
Along with our Can-Do couple, Michael and Holly, Robert and Ashley, the Bickersons, the wrestlers, Daniel and Sarah, the musicals, Andrew and Amy, and our wishy-washy couple, Robert and Tracy.
Welcome back and buckle up. It is our special couples edition of Wipeout.
That's right. Today's episode comes to you with matching his and hers faceplants.
We started with 12 couples, but after the qualifier, we are down to 6. Let's take a quick look at that leaderboard, shall we? We have our Can-Do couple, Michael and Holly, Robert and Ashley, the Bickersons, Daniel and Sarah, our wrestlers, the musicals, Andrew and Amy, our wishy-washy couple, Robert and Tracy, and the I Don'ts, Steve and Robin.
I have been dying to see our couples face this round. It's going to be Shakespearean, but instead of star-crossed lovers, we'll have double-crossed lovers. It'll be a Midsummer Night's nightmare for some of them.
Yes. Here's how it works. Our 12 contestants stand on our 10-foot-high platform to start. There's 4 planks move in a circular motion. Contestants must jump onto one of the green planks to begin, then use the one red plank to get to the finish platform on the other side.
But step lively, because in their way are 4 sweeper arms swinging around in the opposite direction. If they wipe out, they have to start the whole thing over again.
The first 3 couples to have both members make it across will advance to the next round.
Yeah, but don't plan on hanging out in the middle too long, because we have brought the 13th wonder of the world to the Wipeout course. That's right, my friends. Old Faithful and the Hizzy.
Yeah. Well, our contestants are upright and ready to go, so let's head down to the action.
Mr. Musical trying to imitate our horn, but he's not fooling anybody. There he goes again.
No, that was the real horn. So the double crossing can begin.
Miss I Don't eager to take the plunge.
Ah!
Oh, and she does.
Mr. Bickerson, ooh, socked by the bar, getting pushed around quite a bit.
Well, at least his marriage prepared him for this. Mrs. Bickerson, oh! Can't believe the double cross.
Mr. Musical, first to arrive at the middle, and he's trying to get into position for that red plank.
Hey, Anderson, watch this. Mr. Musical, feeling a little flush. In fact, he might be enjoying our bidet a little too much.
Mr. Wishy-Washy grabs hold for a ride on that sweeper arm. Mr. Musical headed down the red plank, hops over the bar.
Oh, Wishy-Washy, still hanging onto that arm. Can-Do guy is on the next bar, and Miss I Don't is on the next. One more for the full house. Oh, no Can-Do.
Miss I Don't, the first of those 3 to reach the center.
Wishy-Washy loses control of himself and strays.
That's all right, baby. Come on back.
I have a feeling Mrs. Wishy-Washy has said that before. And that is not exactly the wedding shower Miss I Don't was hoping for.
Oh!
Mr. I Don't falls head over heels, but still won't commit.
But Miss I Don't is moving, heads down the aisle and says, I do want to move on to the next round.
She is as giddy as she's gonna be on her wedding day. Hey, why hasn't Mr. I Don't popped the question yet? I mean, she's so fast and he's so slow.
It's Mr. Musical back on the move and in the middle for the second time.
He can do as focused as she and as positively focused his way down that plank. And yes, he can go and wait for his wife to finish.
That leaves Mr. Musical now at the center, and he sees an opening and bolts for the platform. Count it! We have 3 people safely across, but no complete teams moving on yet. Miss Musical trying to catch her leading man, but...
Holly, you're the best! I love you!
Love you too, Holly!
Love you, sweetheart!
Don't know what she's doing with all that love from all those people, but it's certainly not helping She Can Do.
You said do-do.
Mr. Wishy-Washy has made it to the intersection of our X's, and so has Mr. I Don't. Wishy-Washy packs up his stuff, moves out of the middle and onto the landing platform, but not the finish line. Careful.
True to form, Wishy-Washy not picking a side of the fence here either, but finally makes it to that finish spot.
Get it, baby, get it!
Miss Musical grabbing the bar.
Commit! Full speed, commit to it!
I don't know, Mr. Wishy-Washy. You guys seem to have trouble making up your mind.
Mr. Bickerson zips down a green plank, quickly stepping through the middle. Well timed onto the red plank. Oh, a bit of a nick, but no harm done. He's onto the platform.
My husband's on.
He just can't do anything right.
Mr. I Don't is up again, trying for the finish spot.
Oh! Take another look. Maybe his cold feet come from spending so much time in the water. Nah.
Come on, Ed!
So far, we have 5 people across, but still no couples. Wrestling girl. Oh, puts a full Nelson on the sweeper arm.
Yeah, scoochie on back so you don't get a widow boo-boo.
Now wrestling guy shoots from the starting platform, and he meets his tag team partner in the center.
Ash, you got to sprint across!
Mrs. Bickerson going for it, but using a different technique than suggested.
Mr. I Don't in good position once again.
Dad, my beautiful man.
Come on, Ashley!
But wrestling guy body slams onto the platform,
Yeah.
and yes, he's made it.
What are the odds? We have one person from every couple that has made it across the double cross, but no twosomes. Well, no matter what. Now, next 3 across will move along with their partners.
Mrs. Wishy-Washy has made it to the middle. Mr. I Don't is just surrounded by other women. Probably wouldn't marry them either.
Miss Musical. Oh, like she fell off a cliff.
Mr. I Don't has the timing down, though. And yes, he joins his wife, fiance, girlfriend, and we have the first team moving to the next round.
So we need 2 more ladies before we know which other teams will be joining them.
Hold on, John. There seems to be something big happening with the I Don'ts. Yeah. Nope, just hugging it out.
She Can Do finally makes it on the red bar. Now needs to find the red plank. Miss Musical headed to the center. She's on the bar.
Oh, she finds trouble.
He's coming! He's coming! He's coming!
Mrs. Wishy-Washy breaking out. Yes, the Wishy-Washy couple definitely moving on.
So which one of our remaining guys will not have finished the double cross in vain?
I know you can do it!
Oh, Mr. Bickerson is just asking for trouble.
And here comes his wife, charging towards the finish. She's made the platform, but has to get to that finish spot, and the Bickersons claim those final 2 places.
She has gotta be thrilled. Not even Miss Bickerson could complain about this.
I wanted to give up so bad.
Well, that was really more whining than complaining.
So the 3 couples that will be moving on include the I Don'ts, Stephen and Robin, Robert and Tracy, our Wishy-Washy couple, and the Bickersons, Robert and Ashley. We are back on our special couples edition of Wipeout.
Where we break the bonds of marriage one wipeout at a time.
The double cross cut the field in half, so we are down to our final 3 couples. They are Stephen and Robin, our I Don'ts, the Wishy-Washies, Robert and Tracy, and Ashley and Robert, the Bickersons.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. Because right now, we're gonna play Bruise Ball.
Here's how it works. The crack of the bat, the couples will run down the first base line onto the spinner, cross the tipsy table, then onto first base.
All while avoiding our designated hitters, the swinging Bruise Ball bats.
Once safely on the bag, they'll try to leg it down to second base on our bouncing base path. To steal third, they have to survive a run down on our slide walk.
To score a run, they'll have to dive headfirst and tag home plate before splashing around in the mud. We'll have 2 innings. The first couple to have both members score in each inning advance to the wipeout zone.
All right, let's play ball, Johnny.
Just don't be standing on level ground and get hit by the bat.
Well, it looks like the I Don'ts and the Wishy-Washy couple are beginning to plan their strategy, and the Bickersons...
Please. I am trying to find a Zen place.
Well, they're sticking to their strategy of bickering. And the first inning of our doubleheader begins.
Wow, Mr. Wishy-Washy flying onto the spinner. Just as quickly off, makes his way to first base. He's safe, leaving everybody else just back on the spinner.
Except for Mrs. Bickerson. She's frozen at the starting line like Ted Williams' head.
Stuck over here like a loser.
Mr. Wishy-Washy trying to make it to second base. Oh, he's made it over the bat, holding on.
Oh!
Pulls himself up. He is in at second. Oh, what was that?
Oh, did I forget to mention that we have some wild pitchers throwing high heat at our contestants? Because we do.
Mrs. Wishy-Washy on the spinner along with Miss I Don't and both Bickersons. Miss I Don't breaks for first as Mr. I Don't tries to stretch a single into a double. He's safe at second. Oh, it goes into the water. Mr. Wishy-Washy up on his feet and really moving. Look at that, rounding third, headed for home. He's a brown-eyed, handsome man. The run scores and the Wishy-Washies take the lead, but Mr. Wishy-Washy still needs to be joined by his ex-wife if he wants to advance.
Wait a second, John. Here comes Mr. I Don't rounding the corner for home, and he is... So that means 2 men are across, but the inning isn't over until one of their better halves joins them at the finish.
Mrs. Bickerson still on the spinner. Mr. Bickerson holding on to second. Miss I Don't surveying it all from first.
I bet she didn't see that coming.
Miss I Don't takes off down the bouncy base path.
Here she goes for second base. Oh, but she gets fouled off. For Miss I Don't, second base is as hard to get to as the altar.
Mr. Bickerson across the slide walks, and he's safe.
Yeah, I'm sure his wife would disagree with that.
Speaking of, John, Mrs. Bickerson finally off the spinner, joins Mrs. Wishy-Washy on first base. Mr. Bickerson goes for home. Put it on the board.
Yes. Safe until Mrs. Bickerson gets him home.
So all 3 men are across. Now the first woman to join them will send that couple to the wipeout zone.
Miss I Don't try to make her way across the slide walks, and now she's safe at third base and rounding the corner to make the winning leap.
She is safe. The I Don'ts are the first couple to advance to the wipeout zone.
The I Don'ts win the pennant. The I Don'ts win the pennant. And by the pennant, I mean the first inning.
The I Don'ts are one step closer to 50 grand, and Jill's with them now.
Steve, you gonna marry her?
We're gonna talk about it.
After 8.5 years, you're gonna yell about it.
So in the top of the second, we have the Wishy-Washies and the Bickersons battling out for the final spot in the wipeout zone on our field of screams.
If you wipe out, we will laugh.
Mr. Bickerson leads the pack, the Wishy-Washies following close behind.
Mr. Wishy-Washy's on the spinner, and so is his ex-wife. Onto the tippy baseline, and Mr. Wishy-Washy's safe at first, and that leaves Mrs. Bickerson at the starting line, refusing to move until the Cubs win the pennant.
Mr. Wishy-Washy trying to make it a second base. Oh, gets hit below the Mendoza line, but keeps going. Scrambling to second, goes under the bat, though. That's illegal. We're gonna have to send him back to first base. Mr. Bickerson makes a play for second. Oh, just a bit outside.
Mr. Bickerson tries to fly like a Blue Jay, but then sinks like a Mariner. Oh my God, John, look at this. Mrs. Bickerson is off the spinner and on her way to first. She's safe. Mr. Wishy-Washy makes a run. He could go all the way.
Oh, wrong sport, John, but both feet touch second base, so he's safe.
What's this, John? Mrs. Bickerson actually trying to go for second base? Let's see how she does.
Oh, a Ruthian swat turns her world upside down, and now she's Mrs. Agreeable.
Mr. Wishy-Washy on second, making a run for third.
No! Tries to drop him back to Double-A, but he's on his feet, making his way all the way to third. On her way to second base, Mrs. Wishy-Washy safe, but she overruns the bag. Here comes Mr. Bickerson, trying to keep pace with the Wishy-Washies. He's safe at second.
Mr. Wishy-Washy coming in to score.
Okay, who's on first?
No, Mrs. Bickerson's on first.
Well, what's on second?
No, Mrs. Wishy-Washy's on second.
And where's Mr. Bickerson?
Third base.
See, we're just like Abbott and Costello.
Yeah, or those guys who did the Who's on First bit.
Mr. Bickerson gets the sign to break for home.
And he scores!
All right, John, it's down to Mrs. Bickerson and Mrs. Wishy-Washy. Whoever scores first moves her team onto the wipeout zone.
Mrs. Bickerson goes for second base and makes it. Oh! Gets hit by the bat, but stays on somehow.
These 2 women are neck and neck right now. What is this? Mrs. Bickerson bails out. That would appear to hand the game to Mrs. Wishy-Washy. She's through the slide walks and safe at third.
Mrs. Wishy-Washy makes a leap for home.
Oh. Well, the ump says save. She may have missed the plate, John. Let's check the replay.
Yeah, it's a photo finish, and she is just barely safe.
Wishy-Washies win.
So that means the Wishy-Washies, Robert and Tracy, will be joining the I Don'ts, Steve and Robin, in the wipeout zone. Welcome back to Wipeout, where love's about to pay off.
We are down to our final 2 couples, both of whom have $50,000 in their sight.
These couples braved and conquered our first 3 rounds, and now they face their toughest challenge yet, the Wipeout Zone, which is made up of 4 stages. It begins at the Dreadmill launch, where contestants drop and bounce and yelp 40 feet into bone-chilling water.
Then it's just a short swim over to our gut buster. 6 hydraulic blocks that punish contestants as they make their way across.
Next up, they have to climb the Sinistairs while trying to avoid its devilish triple sweeper arms.
And for the final stretch, it'll be a battle through the gauntlet.
They have to weave through the crankshaft, dodge the blades of fury, and finally, the most menacing of seesaws, the bruising beater-totter to the finished platform. The couple with the fastest combined time will go home $50,000 richer.
Tonight, the 2 women will lead off the Wipeout Zone, followed by their partner.
Tracy will go first. Her ex-husband will have to wait his turn because nobody sees the zone before they run the zone.
Let's see how the Wishy-Washies got here.
The divorced couple Robert House and Tracy Martin back together again, sort of. They went from breakup to shake-up on the double cross. Worked out their differences at Bruise ball, earning them a chance at happily ever after in the wipeout zone.
All right, our first competitor, Tracy Martin, loaded into the Dreadmill launch.
The Dreadmill armed, the countdown begins. She is off. Bursting through sheer descent, dropping 40 feet with a bounce into the water.
Yeah, that fall can be very disorienting, but it's nice to see Tracy has the presence of mind to plug her nose on the way down.
She's up to the bruising gut busters. Now she's going to want to run this clean because every second she can save helps her partner too. This is a combined time event.
Yeah, she is not even halfway up, already starting to show signs of struggle.
Oh, she slips and she's down in the water.
Yeah, she was nearly at the highest point of the gut busters. One of the pistons went down, the other one goes up and goes flying into the water.
Tracy having to check to make sure everything's still in place after that wipeout. On her second go against the gut busters, maybe she learned a little something about balance and footing from that first fall. Her leg's still a little unsteady. Oh, now she's off her feet.
Oh, getting lucky there, trying to right herself. Puts it in reverse. Oh, she is back in the water.
Yeah, it looks like she tried to push herself back onto that block, but instead off the back and a cannonball into the water. Tracy clearly not happy. Nothing wishy-washy about that look for sure. But remember, it's the best combined time tonight that wins the $50,000. Long way to go.
Ooh, face plants onto the block, but hangs on. Back on her feet, one more block to go, and she is finally across the gut buster.
Mrs. Wishy-Washy getting her first look at the Sinistairs, and it's a tired look. Here she goes. Oh, wow, one step and see ya. That's not how you do it. Poor first attempt, but she is back up and ready to give the Sinistairs another try. Took Tracy 3 times to conquer the gut busters, hoping to get the Sinistairs done in just 2.
Oh, little love tap from the sweeper arm. Now a mad dash up to the top.
Now she's not all the way there. Now in an awkward position.
Whoa! Oh my God!
The sweeper demolishes her.
She's a little bit sloppy at the top, took a spill, and that sweeper arm cleans her mess right off the stair.
Tracy looking absolutely spent, approaching the 15-minute mark, and she still has a lot of wipeout zone left.
She's starting to make her move up the 3rd attempt now, somewhat cautious, knowing she has to avoid these sweeper arms at all costs. Finally pulled herself up to the top safely, making it across at 15 minutes, 10 seconds.
Mrs. Wishy-Wash finally gets to the gauntlet. Not sure if that's a good or bad thing at this point. Needs to master that distinct rhythm of the crankshaft.
She breezed through that. Now how about the Blades of Fury?
Oh, the Blades of Fury knocks her into the water. And Johnny, it looks like once is enough on the gauntlet. Tracy calls it quits.
Well, John, she quit the course. She's given the maximum penalty in a time of 20 minutes. That puts a lot of pressure on her ex-husband, Mr. Wishy-Washy, not to mention the advantage it gives the I don't. So let's go to Robin Burton now. She's ready for a run. After 8.5 years of dating, the I don't, Stephen Netter and Robin Burton, said I do to the qualifier, giving us one of the fastest times of the day. After first-rate performances on the double cross and at Bruise ball, this cautious couple must take the leap into the wipeout zone.
A focused and anxious Robin Burton ready, as is our Dreadmill. Off she goes, wasting no time as she plummets 40 feet to the water below.
Yeah, no one to walk her down that aisle, but she gets a great launch there and a huge bounce into the water, setting her up for a great swim position.
Right to the gut busters. Tracy's time was 20 minutes, so just completing the zone would be a huge boost for Robin. Reaching for that highest gut buster. Oh, she can't hang on, and she's down.
Her strategy was working, but she had bad timing, moving a little too fast, which may be how the boyfriend feels.
That might be the case, Johnny, but here on her second attempt, definitely being a little more cautious, a little safer approach.
Yeah, she's utilizing sort of a low-risk strategy, kind of a jump, flop, and yelp technique.
Well, whatever you call it, Johnny, it's working so far. Miss I Don't finally leaves the gut busters behind. Robin steps on that first stair.
Oh! That was disastrous, John. Robin's world gets turned upside down by our sweeper arm.
Robin's a bit slow to rebound, but ready to tackle these stairs again. She's already up to that second step, continues to climb quickly. Little juke to avoid the sweeper arm. Oh, now we've got trouble. Hang on! The sweeper arm clubs Robin, dropping her into the water.
This is exactly what happened to Tracy. She got to the top, lost her grip, and the sweeper arm just takes her out, sending her into the drink.
Yeah, she has felt the full wrath of the sweeper arms twice, and I will guarantee you she wants no part of it a third time.
No, she doesn't. So she flies to the top, jumps, and falls across.
She slides to the crankshaft.
Yeah, Miss I don't being cautious. Oh! Ow! Throws caution to the wind, and the crankshaft makes her pay for it.
Speed is not the answer on the crankshaft. Plenty of time left, but that is a look of exhaustion.
Yeah, exhaustion, perhaps even a look of confusion. Oh! I don't think she recognizes the pattern.
With that wipeout, she is squandering an opportunity to bury the wishy-washies. Who would have thought it would come to this? Now facing her nightmare once again, the crankshaft.
If she can't complete the wipeout zone in the 20-minute time frame, then the men are going to be facing off mano-a-mano.
Finally, she's mastered that Blades of Fury next, though. Gotta move. Oh, it hits her. She's lost her balance, and now she's down.
Unbelievable. She's going to run out of time.
That means both women have DQ'd.
So it is up to the men. When we get back, it is a showdown for the $50,000 between Mr. Wishy-Washy Robert and Mr. I Don't Steve.
Welcome back to an unprecedented night here on Wipeout.
Two couples are locked in a showdown for $50,000, and right now they are facing a drama never before seen on our show.
Both of our women have been disqualified, so it's up to their partners, Mr. Wishy-Washy Robert, who is up against Mr. I Don't Steve, with the fastest time taking the cash.
First up is Mr. Wishy-Washy, who's loaded in the Dreadmill and ready for launch.
Tracy is on again, off again, now possibly on again, wife watching from the sidelines. And Robert takes off for liftoff. A blast from sheer descent, free falls 4 stories into the water.
Robert got a great bounce on the trampoline, then lost his balance on his way in, which may have slowed him down a bit.
Robert ready to attack the Gutbusters, which have proved to be more difficult than usual tonight.
Yeah, his ex-wife tried to stay on her feet to cross, and then it cost her. Robert, however, seems to be playing it a little closer to the ground.
Trying to pull himself up. Oh, skids there, but stays on, making sure he is safe on one block before moving to the next. Cautious, he is across.
Mr. Wishy-Washy, the first to do that so far tonight, but now he slides down to the Sinistairs. This is going to be a real test.
Robert jumps right onto that second step, climbing without trouble to the top. Still has that jump from 2 stories up. Nice! And with that smooth move, Mr. Wishy-Washy is on his way to the gauntlet already.
Wow.
Wow is right. He is cruising through so far.
Now with the crankshaft. Oh! Robert spun into the water. Show me that again, Johnny.
Yeah, he's going to have to try to figure out the timing, not just try to outrun it.
Set for attempt number 2 now. Oh, and he goes for another mad dash, and he's down again.
Looks like he tried to slide his way across, but the crankshaft encouraging him to rethink that strategy. Robert screaming at the crankshaft.
Oh, no! Will you look at that, Johnny? That crankshaft taking him for a ride. 0 for 3. One is in store on try number 4.
You can do it!
Some encouragement from Tracy as he slides under the crankshaft again.
Very unique approach, but it works.
Yeah, now facing the Blades of Fury through that first cycle.
Now he's facing down the beater top.
A wipeout here, and we might be looking at a third person wiping out without an official time. The beater totter trying to buck Robert off, but he is holding steady, getting closer to the end, jumps, caught between finishing and falling. Will he pull himself up? Yes! And mercifully, he has set the time to beat 15 minutes, 19 seconds.
Which is what I Don't Steve Netter now has to beat for him and girlfriend Robin Burton to take home the 50 grand.
His girlfriend of 8.5 years, hopeful, the Dreadmill arm. Steve turns on the jets, rocketing into the night, bouncing off that trampoline before splashing down.
Yeah, great jump by Steve. Looked like he tried to position himself for a dive, ended up looking more like a belly flop.
Now the Gutbusters looking to put a hurt on Steve's time. Already up to the midway point, however, showing no signs of slowing down. Awfully impressive.
And he is already to that last Gutbuster. Can he smoke the first half of the course like Mr. Wishy-Washy did?
So much depends on how he does on the Sinistairs, Johnny.
Yeah, well, he needs to watch out for those sweeper arms. They took a toll on the ladies earlier.
No, and one of them gives him a shot in the head, but he's up there now grabbing hold. Oh! He slips and plunges down to the water. Stunning.
Just like Robin and Tracy slipped at the very top, and that makes the fall that much more frustrating.
He's made that swim back. Now comes the climb up. Very steady. It's very slippery.
Little hit from the sweeper arm. Doesn't detour Steve, though. He makes it to the top, hanging on tightly this time.
At 4:19, Mr. I Don't slithers down to the gauntlet. He has roughly 11 minutes to cross the gauntlet and capture the cash.
Yeah, but the crankshaft has been earning its money since...
Oh!
No! It does it again!
Again, Johnny. Yeah, no regard for the pattern of the rhythm of the crankshaft, little hesitation. He's lost, and I've lost count of how many wipeouts we've had here tonight.
A hit from the crankshaft, a hit to Steve's time, but he still has 7 minutes to beat Robert.
Finally, the timing of it's clicked for Steve. Oh! Immediately they take him down.
Steve didn't move fast enough. The Blades of Fury took advantage and threw him right back into the frigid water.
You can do it.
Mr. I Don't now has less than 4 minutes to catch Robert. Another fall at this point could destroy those chances.
And he's made it across the crankshaft, but can he figure out the Blades of Fury?
Making a jump. Oh! Back in the water. That's a disastrous fall. Steve tried to dive through the Blades of Fury to the platform, but ends up hitting the edge and flying into the water. After swimming back to the beginning of the gauntlet, he is down to his last 30 seconds.
Time not on his side now. This is coming down to the wire. Taking a breather, John. No time for that. He's going to move.
Mr. I Don't facing the beater totter with less than 15 seconds remaining.
He can still win if he keeps moving.
Already halfway through, a few feet from the finish. It tips. He's falling. He's into the water. And Mr. and Mrs. Wishy-Washy have won.
You just won Wipeout. You have just won $50,000.
Nothing wishy-washy about that, Johnny. Congratulations to Robert and Tracy. They seem to be on their way to a reconciliation, and if they can make it, so can we, huh?
Yes, we can. Be sure to join us next time for a whole new batch of contestants, obstacles, and wipeouts. Until then, I'm John Anderson.
And for our colleague Jill Wagner, I'm John Henson saying good night and big balls.
Wipeout.